Hello, my name is David Valencia. I'm 30 years old. I've been suffering depression since I was 19 years old. My mother passed away, and I was still in college. So that's the main reason I got depressed in that moment, especially with the uh, all the pressure for studying in college and all that. Well, it's been a while, and I feel like I have experience in order to tell people what to do, like have some tips in order for them to get a hold of and even overcome their depression. Also, I was medicated all that time. However, right now I'm not medicated. I'm being medication free since I think 2016, so that's almost 6 years now. So yeah, I feel like I have enough experience and knowledge. So I decided to make this video just titled Depression for Beginners, because I have seen so many content creators, especially like the entrepreneur stuff type of gurus that will tell you and they will claim that depression is not real. It's just something in your mind, something that you're going through, that everyone happens to go through that. And it's half true and half lie. So first of all, depression is real. Yeah, it's pretty real. Um, my mother passed away when I was 18 years old. I was still in college. I'm 30 now. It's been a while. So I was diagnosed when I was 19 years old, and I can tell you it's pretty real. The thing about depression is it's actually I don't want to say non-curable, but you can only control it. Like sometimes it goes, then it comes back. It's kind of a seasonal kind of thing. So here's the thing: there's a difference between a an episode of depression, which is probably what these people are talking about. So an episode of depression, it's something that anyone can go through. It's like when you feel stuck, something that lasts uh, max like pretty much like 2 weeks. So if you feel like you're stuck, like you don't feel like doing anything right now, like you might have insomnia, you don't feel like eating or working out or doing the things that you actually like to do, you might be going through an episode of depression. So that's the first thing. And then it will turn into a depression, or it can turn into a depression after the 2 weeks. So the thing is that you have to be conscious and just see if it's something from just a few days, maybe a week, and if it's getting closer to 2 weeks, I'll be conscious. Just try to fix it, and if it doesn't go away, then yeah, you should probably go to a doctor because you may have symptoms of depression. I'm not saying that you have depression, but you may have some symptoms that I just mentioned. So the difference between that and depression is depression can last way longer than that. Like as I mentioned, I've been suffering depression since I was 19 years old, and it goes away, it comes back. It depends on the situation. Like for me, it was my mother passed away. Sometimes it could be like something like financial, like you lost your job, you don't have an income, or pretty much it was like your career. So right now you don't have a path or a purpose. It could be like a breakup, like you break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and that sometimes messes up people, especially men. It could be spiritual, as I mentioned. Like maybe you don't feel like you might be a college student, or maybe you just got out of college, you just graduated, but you cannot find your path, your purpose in life, and that might be another reason. The problem that I have with these content creators is that they just neglect the problem. Like they're like, depression's not real. It's pretty real, bro. Like that doesn't that's not the solution to the problem. Like people are still trying to take their lives. If not, they're taking it. That doesn't solve the problem. There's people that actually they're cutters. Like they cut themselves because they don't feel anything. They're so depressed that they're numb. They're, it's crazy to me, but neglecting the problem is not the solution to the problem, man. The solution is just accept that you have a problem. Be conscious about it. There's a phrase that I love. It's what you resist persists. You just have to accept it, man. That's the first step. Always accept that there's a problem, and then you can start working on a solution. As mentioned, just be conscious about it. Like you might be going through this, not an episode of depression or just something temporarily, not actually being diagnosed with depression, but just be conscious about it because it can turn into an actual depression. And then some doctor, there's here's another thing, man. Like doctors, I'm sorry, but some doctors are making the problem worse. They're just giving you medication, like, oh yeah, just take this and whatever, right? But that sometimes even makes the problem worse. So it's like, uh, as I mentioned, the solution to the problem is just accept that you have the problem first, and we have that problem. Like depression's going up like crazy, anxiety is going up like crazy. It's kind of like a trend, but it's sad. It's not a good trend. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thanks so much if you make it all the way through this through the end. And I'll be posting more videos about this, about depression, anxiety, what to do, stuff like that, like tips and hacks, if you will. Yes, man. Please just keep watching these videos. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. If you like this content, you can actually share it with somebody that's going through this so they can have some light. Sometimes the problem is just these people, they're just not being they just want someone to listen to them. They just want to be heard. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.